Good morning, all you lovers of good weather. We're going to take a look at the forecast, and let's take a look. First of all, we're going to take a look at our NOAA 8 to 14 day temperature outlook. What do you know? A lot of cool still prevalent throughout the eastern half of the USA. We also see a trough moving into the California region by 8 to 14 days from now. We see some above normal temperatures here in the Colorado, Midwest region, and Texas. Precip, a lot of precip for the west, below normal for the Great Lakes. Let's take a look at our NAO. And as you know, a negative NAO is the way to go because it brings a lot of cold and snowy conditions to the east in the winter, and in the summer can even bring cool still, as we've seen throughout the past 2 weeks. And what do you know? The NAO is negative, and it's been, look at this, it's been negative since March 1st, which is very interesting because we had a primarily positive NAO throughout the wintertime. And I do think this might have something to do with the El Nino transition from the La Nina. I think that when a big equatorial Pacific temperature changes like that, you tend to get a lot of things flowing from that. So, for example, the NAO might transition completely and turn around the predominant pattern like it is doing currently. Since March 1st, it's been almost 2 months of a negative NAO primarily, so kind of interesting. Let's take a look at our NSET model forecast. We're going to take a look at our American GFS model, and we're going to loop it throughout the next 2 weeks. We're going to go from our 6 a.m. run, see if we have anything interesting popping and cropping up on the models. Let's take a look. Again, a lot of cool here for the east, and then by April 28th we see some rain in there in the east again, primarily the big story there. And then again, a cold front comes through, backdoor cold front comes through May 1st, so this reminds me of the spring of 2013, and I've been alluding to that a lot because that spring we had a really cool start. Even in May we had some cold air just like this. May 1st, a lot of cold air. This is just incredible cold for May. We see the 540 line down to Cincinnati, Ohio, and just incredible amounts of cold. So we also see some snow there. So let's take a look at our GFS snowfall output and see what's happening here in the next 15 days. So here we go. A lot of snow here for the right north of Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Canada, up to 20 inches. So a lot of stuff going on, guys. Let's take a look at our current sea surface temperature anomalies, and let's take a look at that. Wow, look at that. Isn't that kind of incredible? Look at all the warmth. But we do see an El Nino starting to evolve, and we see a warm AMO. Atlantic Ocean waters are warm. Cold PDO, that big area of cold water temperatures that blew there off the west coast, is indicative of a cold PDO horseshoe. As you can see, it kind of forms a little horseshoe, a little ring, a little C, backward C. And then we have a lot of warmth there in Hawaii, and so that might fuel some storms and hit the west coast. We have a lot of warmth there, meshing with a lot of cold waters, so that's going to create some atmospheric instability off of right in Alaska that could cause some storms to come in, and it's probably why we're getting a lot of cold for right now in the country, is because we have such a cold PDO. And when you get that cold PDO somewhere in the country, it's going to show. You're going to get that cold weather to come into the eastern half of the USA, or could come in the western half of the USA, but it's going to show somewhere. But again, we have the El Nino coming on. We have the warm AMO. Let's take a look and review our Jamstack weather model outlook, because again, I love their site because it forecasts weather in such a far advanced period. In other words, it can forecast up to, like we see right here, September through November. See a very strong El Nino. This looks a little bit too strong for a harsh winter, because usually when it's overwhelmingly warm in the central Pacific, you tend to get overarching warm in terms of North America, and that creates a warm winter, not a cold one. But let's just take a look. for fun, let's take a look at our surface air temperatures so see we have that warmth. But we do see signs of cold starting to envelop the places like Wisconsin and whatnot. Um, so yeah, that's it for now, guys. Hope you enjoyed this update. Make sure you like and subscribe and share my updates for much long-range weather content to come. Peace out, guys, and have a great day. Bye.